Okay, good. I thought for a second I accidentally stopped the recording.
Alright, so we've got
yeah.
We've got okay. We've got Land versus Pooh, Raw versus Jigglypuff. Let's see, this isn't a matchup we see too often, so...
Yeah,
what do you think
really
about
see
it?
any matchups with Jigglypuff very often, too. But with Jordan around the scene, he does give everyone their fair share of matchup experience, to be fair. I feel like I've taken the most matchup experience from him, to be honest. We've played, like, at least 10 sets.
Seriously?
I feel like it.
Jeez.
I think it's like,
seems like
it's gone
Brett,
either way.
It's like you and Brett seem to play a lot of it, too.
I think we've played about 6 times, so it's not nearly as many.
Really?
And I won like one set, and I brought one of the other sets to game 3, I think. But that's not factual information for what's going on here. As Jigglypuff's
that was he was at like 70%. Wow.
When you're the lightest character in the game.
Only just Jigglypuff things. Dying at 70 to throw up air.
You two might have died at that percent too, to be honest. Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
That backer on the gyro, I think that deactivated the hitbox. I'm not entirely sure, but if that was the case, either way, it was safe on that gyro, so if Lan approached, it was a good defensive maneuver to give Jordan a little bit of a room.
Pooh's been, as soon as Lan gets that down throw, he immediately tries to air dodge, so Lan's been doing a pretty good job of catching him with that nair.
Yeah.
It happened a little while ago, but yeah.
Okay, yes, okay, yeah. I like that Z-drop right there, covered that space with that fair, in case he rolled.
Ooh, nice tech.
Yo! The tech of the life? Is he done?
No,
he's got gas and he's made it back to stage. He doesn't have enough though, and Jordan will take that stock as a result. Alright. Good pressure right there off stage to get that stock done. Definitely.
So Pooh's gotta make sure...
I would not discredit that kill.
Yeah, Pooh's gotta make sure he doesn't get too camped out by Rob's projectiles, because he can certainly do that. He's doing a pretty good job so far of not being totally camped out, but certainly something you gotta watch out for. But I think this might be it.
Lands defensive second stock, and he waits and he gets the job done. Yeah, there it is. Gets Jigglypuff into his hands and
he had him in a tough spot right in the corner with gyro, and he was at kill percent from down throw up air. So there's not much he could have done, or maybe he could have ran away a little bit.
I want to see, I want to see Jordan in the air more when he needs to run away against Rob, because he's staying tough. It looks like, or not.
Never mind, going to Sheik.
No, it isn't. Okay.
He was trying to.
If he was, I would have said like to avoid things more, he would want to take more advantage of his air dodge, his aerial mobility in general to escape things. Not necessarily try to challenge Rob at all, because like I felt like that situation just put a lot of pressure on him. So
felt like he was really trying to get in Rob's face.
He might have wanted to get some hits in there.
Yeah,
too.
He might have been wanting to like you said, more jumps, more like not being so in his face, because any whiff could have been grabbed, and then which in his case meant death. But let's see how this Sheik
to be fair, it is a small jump, but it also does avoid any projectiles that are lingering on the ground, which in that case, a gyro was in that position that he could avoid. I'm not sure about the grab though. The grab might have caught him in his jump, so it depended on how he could have escaped that situation. Either way, we see the Sheik play now, and we'll see how that comes into play.
How heavy is Rob? Because I'm just wondering for how much she can get off of combos.
I really don't know. All I know is Rob is considered heavy.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a chance to. Combos. Okay. Ooh, just misses the downer after the air dodge read.
Yeah, Lan is looking. I'd say Lan definitely has a favorable advantage in this set so far, from the way he's playing.
Let's see how this edge guard goes.
Doing a good job getting all that percent, and Jordan getting a good edge guard off, about 40% off of that.
Ooh, had that read with that roll or reaction, but it didn't quite. He was looking for an up smash there, but it wasn't in the quite.
Caught the gyro with the downer. I like that timing that he did that on to try to cover options. Can catch that roll way and the up smash anti-air. And this is the most visible thing about Sheik is Sheik has to get a little bit more damage, but also get the kill here. And you might see a similar situation to Game 1 where he just edge guards him. Lan won't let that, however, as he gets back to stage control relatively
he really
fast.
needs to get him off stage. He can do a lot with but Sheik has a lot of edge guarding tools, so
and very fast aerials as well that Rob will have to either avoid
if he can get him off just so he runs out of fuel, then that'll be the kill for him. Let's see.
I like how off that air dodge read he did exactly that. He attempted to knock him off stage with the back air just not enough time to get what he wanted there. But at the same time, okay, that jab beat is fair.
Well, the up air will do it.
F tilt fair. F tilt. Holy.
F tilt.
F tilt up air. Yeah.
I always mix them up too. They look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Somewhat similar.
I believe it was at a true combo window too, so it was very good that Jordan was able to get that.
Especially, he was in a really good place on the platform there.
Yeah, like middle platform definitely. Not middle platform, middle side. I always call it middle because like middle of the board, whatever.
But top platform.
I don't think people get what I mean. I'm thinking of a top-down thing, not a left to right thing. So.
We're getting some good Sheik combos.
Yeah, there you go.
I think he's taking his jump, but doesn't quite capitalize off it.
Yeah, he bouncing fishes away, and that was looking for a little bit of a...
doesn't quite do it.
Little bit of fear there, and he's going to take advantage of it, forcing him to the platform. Is it the wrong way? Try to condition, maybe?
I think he's respecting his projectiles a little too much. Perhaps needs to be a little more in his face. Or what do you think? What do I think it's best for him to be a little more laid back or more into his?
Are you talking about Rob's projectiles?
No, in Pooh's play. Do you think he should be a little more reserved or definitely a little more aggro? What do you think?
I think he wants to be in Rob's face, but at the same time he wants to mix up where he's going, but he also... It's really weird, because I don't exactly feel like I understand exactly how you want to deal with Rob's projectile play for the most part. He can play campy, he also has a really fast up-close tool, so you can't necessarily always be in his face and win that.
But whatever he's doing, he's done a pretty good job of catching up, or at least in percents-wise.
Probably more bait and punish. A lot more bait and punish.
Yeah, that seems to be what he's been doing. Just catching little hits whenever you can.
Okay, bouncing fish, no shield there. Now he's gonna get that hit in there.
Well, let's just see if who can get the kill. But
he's gonna live that using his jump. Okay, makes it back, and there it is.
And that is it. With the gyro. That is an excellent setup, man.
Yeah. And like, and the way that gyro lasts as well is like it will eventually will hit the ledge when you have no invincibility, and it sometimes will stage wipe. Sometimes if you're good reacting, well, you can get that. It limits your options so much that the only ways you can really deal with it is, I think get up attack works with it. Roll if they mistime it.
Or like jump from ledge, or like jump down.
Jump air dodge works as well.
Jump air dodge, yeah. But in the heat of the moment, you tend to forget things
but you can also, but they can also read that air dodge. It's like all those conditioning factors and such.
Yeah, he did a very good job of like. Yeah, he did a very good job of like discreet. He does such a good job of like discreetly doing it, and then like you won't realize it's going on until it's actually like you've already been hit by the gyro and it's too late.
I want to comment that last match was very close. I liked it. I want to keep seeing this stuff, and we'll move on.